It seems that we have a leak. The ending for Scream 6, which is not out for another couple of days, has apparently leaked on Twitter. A video has come out of the ending where the killer is revealed.
7.
Oh, that was the wrong drop. That's what I meant to put. Boo! I know. I'm not a big fan of leaks. I don't understand why anybody would do it. It totally ruins the fun. With that being said, though, I can't lie and say that I did not look at what was the ending and who the killer was. I read it. I didn't watch it because apparently the video is like erased from the internet by now. I mean, you could probably find it, but I didn't want to look that hard. I just read an article about it, and apparently the killer is blank. Not going to say it on here because I'm not a fan of spoilers, okay? But what I will say is, it's not going to deter me from watching the movie. Like, I understand it's a huge, huge part of this movie because it's a whodunit film. It's like, it's what the film is based on, basically. It's like it's what you're waiting for is to get the unmasking. I understand that. But curiosity got the best of me. And at the end of the day, I want to see the whole hour and a half that precedes that ending. I want to see Ghostface stab, slice, hack, and now shoot people, which is a new thing. Just watched a featurette that dropped on YouTube from Paramount about how this Ghostface is going to be the most ruthless. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to see. Scream is one of my favorite franchises, definitely number 2, other than Halloween, and I am so excited for it. No, absolutely no spoilers will deter me from watching this movie in utter joy and excitement, but you let me know if that would deter you. Let me know if spoilers would ruin your day, if it will ruin your viewing experience. All right, I want to know because at the end of the day, like I said, I got a whole movie to watch, so it ain't that crazy, okay? What I do like about this, this is going to be, to me, a lot better than Scream 5. It just looks like it's going to be better. Scream 5 was the weakest Scream to me. I do like the promotion that they're doing for this movie. I feel like they're doing more than they did for Scream 5. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But they got random Ghostface going around America in the streets. They're just like popping up like how the clowns did back in the day, like when we had those clown sightings. Well, now we're having Ghostface sightings, which, as I've stated before, if this is going on in New York, is not the scariest thing we've seen ever. I've seen things that are far scarier than Ghostface parading around New York City. Now we got the new trank drug, which is turning people into literal zombies and decaying their skin. People are waking up without fingers, toes, eyes, and freaking ears. So honestly, that's scarier. A real zombie on the 6 train when you're trying to go to work and like their head falls on your lap is a lot scarier than a ghost face, but I do appreciate the effort. They also have the new popcorn buckets that people are going crazy for. Popcorn buckets are a huge thing now. It's like a huge thing at Disney. Like you see people collecting popcorn buckets. You know, people are getting stabbed up for popcorn buckets now. I don't know. It's the new hot thing. I like it. I may or may not buy it. If I had like a big office, I'd buy it and put it on the desk, but I think I might skip this one. We'll see what happens, but I do like it. They got like some juice, some cups too that they released that people are going crazy over. The new Demi Lovato song that just dropped today. I think it's called Still Alive. I bumped it like 80 times before I came on the microphone. Fire! But one thing I thought that is really cool that they're doing right now is apparently you can go on the Scream 6 website and get a personal call from Ghostface. So that is what we're going to do right now. We're going to do our personal call from Ghostface. Hopefully he doesn't come up the balcony and stab me in the neck right now, although maybe I would like that right now, seeing as, you know, what's going on. Actually, I would not, so hopefully it doesn't happen. All right, we're going to put our name in. We're going to put Gwiffy. Okay, we're going to put our number in.
Well, that isn't Quiffy. At last. I've been wondering if you had the guts to talk to me. I'm impressed. I hear you like scary movies.
I
That's
do.
good. It might give you a fighting chance to escape, but not much. I'll give you a head start. You've got 10 seconds. Go!
Oh, 10 seconds. That's it. I'm done. So I better hurry up and finish the show. But there you go. There we no, not boo. What the hell? I'm doing all the wrong drops today. There you go. That was pretty cute. It said Gwiffy. So if you want to do that, I think there's a couple of different things you can get. It's not going to be the same thing every time because I messed up and I had to edit in another take. And when I got the first one, he said a whole different thing. So go give Ghostface a call. Hopefully I don't get a knock at the door or he doesn't bust through the screen and stab me in the freaking head. But that's pretty cool. I cannot wait for Scream 6. It appears that the franchisee or a few franchisees at McDonald's, people that own certain locations of McDonald's, are upset about the new Cardi B and Offset meal. They are saying that this does not align with the McDonald's brand and the McDonald's values, and they refuse to sell the meal. All right. On one hand, I see where they're coming from because although I love Cardi B, you know, from the Bronx, Wepa, Boricua, whatever, she's great, she's awesome. I think she could even tell you her brand is not family friendly. There's that viral video of her daughter walking in the room and Cardi B turns off her own music because she knows that that is not music that is suitable for her daughter. So I think she would even tell you that it's not family friendly. But you can't say, you can't tell her not to get the bag. I ain't going to blame her for that. Go get the bag, go get the shmoney, go get, she has a whole song about money, so go get the money, right? So I could see where these franchisees are coming from, what they mean. But here's the thing. What is McDonald's brand and values exactly? Number one, or I put up two fingers. Number one, they don't got no values. Let's get that straight right now. McDonald's ain't got no values except for they value your money, they value your dollar, they value your attention. In any way they could do that, it is going to be done, which is what is with that's why you have these celebrity meals, which I want to give you my expert opinion. I want to give you my opinion on these celebrity meals in just a moment. But what is McDonald's brand really? Now, if you go into the boardroom, if you go into the McDonald's headquarters when they're doing their big brand meetings, they're going to say, "Oh yeah, McDonald's, we when people think of McDonald's, they think about family. They think about fun. They think about happy days. They think about, they think about their childhood. It gives them warm, fuzzy feelings inside. They want you to think they're going to brainwash their own people to make them think that McDonald's has this, spotless brand that brings up all these memories a la Disney. And it's not even freaking close. When I think of McDondon, what am I thinking of? I'm thinking of soulless, a general corporation that is out for nothing but your dollar, that is essentially selling you a drug, that is essentially selling you toxic food that acts like a drug in your brain and will wreak havoc on your body. What is so family friendly about that? Absolutely nothing. The food tastes good, it's bad for you, and I don't even think you can call it cheap anymore the way things are going. But I mean, I think at a certain, you could still call it kind of cheap, I guess. It's definitely cheaply made, okay? So what exactly is so family friendly about McDonald's? That they sell toys? Oh, wow, yeah, like every other store sells toys. I mean, it's not like, they're not doing anything altruistic here. They're not doing anything special. Let's get that straight. So I don't know where they're coming from. I don't know what McDonald's thinks is going on. I mean, they haven't been even really been marketing themselves to kids? like since I was a kid? I don't think so, because they got rid of the mascots. They got rid of the cookies that we used to love, those sugar cookies. So they're not even marketing to kids. It's pretty much a vapid, soulless brand that it really is no brand. It's just a big M that sells drugs. That's all it is, and that's all it needs to be. Let's not act like we are doing anything special here. Okay, I love it when these brands want to align themselves and with like causes and act like they're doing it, you know, for the right reasons. You're doing it for the money. Like that epic Kylie Jenner or Kendall Jenner, whatever fucking Jenner it was, where Pepsi got Kendall Jenner to do that commercial where it was like in the middle of like a race riot or like a race protest, like they were like protesting about race in America, and all of a sudden she walks up and gives somebody a Pepsi, and then everybody starts like dancing around. It was like the most ridiculous ad ever, and they had to pull it because it was so, you know, dumb. But Pepsi wants to be, you know, Pepsi wants to act like they're doing something special, like they are doing something good for the community, maybe, and that's just not true. So I don't know. I don't understand. It's so see-through is what I'm saying. Like, stop it. If you were to tell me that McDonald's found a piece of land where it grows the perfect potato, but on that piece of land was an Indian reservation and they couldn't buy them out. So since they couldn't buy them out, they slaughtered everybody there and grew the potatoes over their bodies. If you're telling me McDonald's did that, I would believe that. I don't associate anything positive with McDonald's. I go there for a quick hit, for a quick drug. My memories of McDonald's, my recent memories, like that I could think of, pull up in my brain, is me going there at 3 o'clock in the morning, depressed, eating shitty food while there's a leak in the ceiling and a guy sleeping on the table. Let's stop with the crap. And let's also stop with the celebrity meals. Really, what are we doing with this? The Cardi B and Offset meal is nothing special at all. You get an amalgamation of what is ever already on the menu, which is what all these celebrity meals are, and then you get 2 burgers, 2 drinks, and then you got to split the fries. Who's splitting fries? I ain't splitting fries. I'll tell you that right now. I don't know many people that will split their fries. You give them 2 of everything except the fries. What the fuck is that about? The Travis Scott meal. It was, again, a Sprite with a freaking with a Big Mac or a Whopper or whatever it is of fries. Wow. And people are running to the stores and losing their minds about it and doing reviews on it. Now listen, I love a lot of the review channels that do food reviews. We do food reviews. I'm just saying, I don't see a point in reviewing these celebrity meals because there's nothing new. There's nothing to it. But I see it. You get the money. You get the bag. It's just like I couldn't review one of those meals because I've pictured us. I was going to say, hey, Mo, let's go review the Cardi B and Offset meal. And then I thought, wow, I'm just going to reach my hand in the bag and go, it's a fucking burger that I've had 1,000,000 times, and throw it over my shoulder, and then the video would be over. Which we should do that. That's what we should do. We're going to review the next celebrity meal that's like that. We're going to do that because it doesn't make any sense. It's nothing new. The only meal that was good, that added something to the marketplace was the BTS meal. Because the BTS meal had those banging sauces that were only in like Korea, the sweet chili and the Cajun sauce. Let me tell you, those were bomb. Those were amazing. I wish I could have got a job at McDonald's so I could have just lifted a bunch of I would only work one day. I would have worked one day, filled my book bag, and walk right out. That is the only celebrity meal that I saw being good. But if you're running out for these celebrity meals to get something that you could have literally gotten the day before, I don't understand it. I don't get it. I really don't. Now, if you're there and you're like, well, I like these things, then that's what's in the meal, then I could see that. But enough. It's just a money grab. It is such a fucking money grab. It is see-through. It is ridiculous. It seems that Sam Smith is still catching heat, is still getting hate over this Grammys performance. There is a video of him getting insults hurled at him in the street over this.
Performing satanic rituals at the Grammys, right? That's what we do? Perform satanic rituals at the Grammys? You're confused and you're encouraging sickness on the world, right?
Leave the kids alone, you sick fucker.
I loved your first record.
Sam Smith is a pedophile! He's
And The Lonely Hour is my favorite record.
Grooving the kids! You sick motherfucker, Sam Smith!
You like being a part of the Illuminati?
You're evil!
You could tell this video is in New York. I didn't even bother to say that this is in New York. Why? Because it is so obvious. Because New York is the only place where you can have somebody that sounds like they're from Hogwarts and then somebody like they're from, like somebody sound like they're from Brooklyn right next to them. This is the only place. And I really don't understand where all this vitriol is coming from for Sam Smith, because it's like, is he the first to do it? No, it wasn't even that scary. It wasn't even that bad. Like, y'all act like y'all never seen something satanic at the Grammys before. Y'all act like y'all never seen something satanic in a music video before. What do you think you're watching? If I'm not one of these people that believe everybody in the music industry is satanic, but if one day I found out everybody in the music industry was satanic, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm sure a lot of them are. So for you to watch the Grammys, are you new here? Are you new here that they've been doing devilish things in the media? Like, were you just born yesterday? So like, and then also you don't know necessarily if this performance was satanic. It's just, at some point, it could just be a performance. People dress up like the devil, like it's not that freaking serious. You're hurling insults at this guy. And really, the scariest thing about this whole situation is the lady's voice. It sounds like she's from Brooklyn. That was the worst part about this, because, I mean, it's just like annoying. And also, it's like, imagine living with that lady, because you know that's what she sounds like on the regular. You know that's what she sounds like. God bless whoever her spouse is, because that's what they got to hear 10 times a day. Oh, you want to walk on the carpet with your freaking shoes on? You don't want to do the dishes today? What the fuck is wrong with you? That's what the person has to hear all the time. So Sam Smith only got a piece of what this lady's family has to offer. And then you got the lady from Hogwarts. You're a freaking pedophile. You better get the hell out of here. I mean, I don't know anything about Sam Smith to say that I never heard anything about him doing anything with children. Like, they're acting like this man dead ass went up on the stage in a Jeffrey Epstein costume and or did a music video in Epstein Island. Like, it's not that serious. It's not that crazy. I don't understand what all the outrage is about. You're watching the Grammys. This shit happens all the time where they do these coded things, where they show devil stuff. They show like these weird Masonic things. Like, this is nothing new. I don't understand where all this is coming from. It's insanity. It's insanity. Like, stop it. I know that I said that I would like to be cremated when I die, but I think I might have to take that back right now. Why? Because I saw the coolest coffin ever. I forgot what state this is in, but I'm going to put a picture on the screen right now. This woman got buried in a peanut M&M coffin, which is amazing because you know that I love peanut M&Ms to death. But obviously, she really loves peanut M&Ms to death. If anybody could say they love peanut M&Ms to death, it is this lady. And she had everybody at the funeral dressed up with M&M shirts on. Like, this is amazing. I've never seen anything like. I've seen a lot of crazy things go on at funerals. I've seen people twerk on coffins. I've seen bodies fall out of the coffins and I've seen people throw doves in the air and then it gets hit by a truck. But this has to be the dopest thing I've ever seen. Now, it said in the article that she had this made for herself like years before she died. So this was on her mind. She was eating some peanut M&Ms one day and she was like, you know what? I'm trying to get buried in a peanut M&M coffin. Like, that is some like Rob Dyrdek idea type shit. And then I think like her nephew or her cousin ended up making this for her. And then she had to chill it in the house for like a couple of years. So I'm the kind of person like death definitely comes up on my mind a lot. But imagine living with your coffin. Imagine like every freaking day you got to see your coffin. But if I did have to see my coffin every day, it would be this one, because this is just sick. I want to see if there's any more like this. Like, is there any more? Like, I've seen people put like football stickers on coffins and like that's whatever. But this definitely takes the cake. If anybody has a better coffin, you let me know because I can't find one. Maybe I would probably get buried in like a peach iced tea coffin, like a gold peach iced tea coffin maybe, or maybe you can like make that my urn. It'll just look like a bottle of peach iced tea. I'm a little sad right now because one of my favorite shows has come to an end, sadly. Love After Lockup. One of the only reality shows I watch, besides we all know the best show, Total Divas and Total Bellas. So I guess this is my third favorite reality show. But if you've never seen Love After Lockup, it's probably the most insane reality show I've ever seen, really. And it's got to be the best because the stories are amazing. The story is incredible. I mean, a lot of it is also tragic. I don't want to paint it out like I love the ending of some of these stories, but it's basically at the beginning they follow like a few couples. One is in prison, one is obviously not, and they've built a relationship during their stay in prison. And it starts the show when they're about to come out, and they show how much in love they are with each other. They talk about all the great things and the fantasies about when they're gonna come out of prison, what they're gonna do. They're gonna get a house. They're gonna have babies. They're gonna do this and that. And this is where you kind of start to see, like you start to evaluate the couples here, and you go, okay, I think this guy is doing it only for the money. Like he's using this girl, or this girl's using this guy. Okay, these two seem pretty genuine. I think this is going to turn out to be a very ugly relationship. Somebody's going to die here. Somebody's going to get choked out. You start picturing where this is going to end up. And then by like literally episode 2, shit hits the fan already because they come out of prison and you immediately like start to find out who had a person on the side. Like last season, somebody came to pick up their girl. There was another guy there. He ended up knocking him out. And it becomes very apparent how these relationships will crash and burn probably by episode 2. But by the end of the season, oh my God, people have already gotten beaten up. People have already been chased down. People have already gotten their bank accounts cleaned out. This one, a chick ended up homeless, and she didn't even start the show homeless. She wasn't even the one coming out of prison. The guy came out of prison to live with her, and then they both end up homeless. And he's like, I was coming out of prison. I'm thinking I'm gonna, be in this nice situation, and now we live with my mom. We're living in the back room. It's insanity. At the end, you'll see they rush to get married, and by the end, there's a divorce. There's some domestic abuse, which is horrible. But probably, like my favorite is when they work out. Okay, my favorite ending is when they work out. Okay, but the one that's the funnest to watch, honestly, as sad as it is the people who are just straight up using people. And it is just so sad and so apparent, though. That's the worst part, is because it's so apparent, and it's sad because some of these people are so blinded by the fact that, they're in love and all these sweet nothings that were whispered into their ear while their lover was in prison. They were chatting them up. They were filling their head with all these ideas. And then they come out and they're just like, yeah, I don't want to have sex with you. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything romantic with you, but like, can you buy me this? Can you buy me that? Like, that's literally the first episode I saw when I watched the show was this dude, and the girl's like, yeah, baby, I'm in love with you. I love you forever. When we get out, we're going to get married. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Soon as she comes out of prison, he gives her a hug. He's so excited. She's like, she's like giving him a hug like he's covered in dirt or something like that. And he's like, we're gonna have sex tonight, right? We're gonna bang tonight, right? She's like, I don't know about that, baby. You should just watch me put on some lingerie and that's it. And maybe if you behave, I'll give you a kiss on the cheek. He's like, what? I spent $20,000 on you. I ain't trying to watch you dress up in lingerie. I'm trying to watch you bounce up on his dick. You know what I'm saying? And then you get the ones where it's like, like this season, the guy came out of prison, and as the first meal, okay, she bought him Gucci, she bought him Prada, she brought him a new iPhone. The first meal, my man is like, yo, let me get the Alaskan crab, let me get the sirloin, let me get the oysters, the lobsters, and she's looking like, huh? And he's like, you got it, baby, right? Like, you got it, right? And she's like, yeah. It's so sad, but obviously it's quality entertainment. And I just hope all these couples end up well, because that's a horrible situation. And then there was the one where the guy has a fleshlight and then he cleans it in the dishwasher. I mean, that was just I could not even imagine. But I'm sad because this season is over. But Life After Lockup is coming up. I think it's out right now, which follows the couples that stayed together, which is rare. And I'm gonna be watching that. So whoop-de freaking do. Can't wait. But since we're on the subject of reality TV, the other couple shows ago, me and the Crow were talking about how everything was staged, how the NFL may be staged, how the news, a lot of the news clips are staged. I don't want to say a lot of the news clips, but there have been news clips that were obviously staged. There's documentaries, wildlife documentaries, where it's come out that the footage is edited, so that stuff never really happened. And I stumbled upon this clip of the show Extreme Cheapskates, which was a show about people who would basically do anything to save money. Like, they're reusing bathwater. They're using bathwater to make macaroni. They're driving around the neighborhood all day to pick up ketchup packets. Like, anything they could possibly do to save money, they would. And this show is off the air now, but you can watch it on some streaming services. But it came out that this show was straight up fake. I mean, there was an episode where, I think it really came from this episode, where the girl got food from the garbage and she was cooking it for her friends, and then it totally came out that her friends were actors. They weren't even her friends. They were just actors, and there was a woman on that show that was like highlighted on that show as an Extreme Cheapskate, and she was on another show doing a whole nother bit, like doing a whole nother setup. And then it comes out, or there's like real frugal Facebook groups where people really are living that life, and they're like, we would never do most of this stuff because this is extremely unhealthy and detrimental to you, but also a lot of this stuff that you're doing is not even cost effective. Like, it's not even going to save you money. It's a waste of time, and you end up spending more money. So this show, the spot totally got blown up, and that's probably why it's not even on the air. One of them that I do like, though, that I totally forgot about till right now, is the one with the coupons. I wonder if that one's fake, because most of these are fake. Most of these are set up. God, I hope Total Divas isn't fake. I don't think it is. And I wonder if Love After Lockup is fake, now that I think about it. Like, are these people even coming out of prison? Like, maybe they just film them walking out of the prison gates and these are actors? I wouldn't be surprised. But one of the shows I did like was the coupon one. Like, where these people really dead ass go into the store with like a binder full of coupons, and they end up walking out with only paying like $1, but they have like 1 million things. That is a good one. I like that one because it shows like they have so much determination, so much patience that I would never ever have. And I also like the addiction shows. That's the one I need to go on, because that's the one where they show you like, oh, Gritty drinks half a gallon of peach iced tea a day. And then they do an intervention with you, and they bring you to the backyard, and they unveil like how much sugar you drink in a year. And if they did that to me, bro, honestly, I'd probably pass out the amount of sugar I drink in a day. Like, I can't even imagine if they combine all the sugar I drink in a year, what would be in that backyard. But I do like that one, like the girl that drank 30 Cokes in a day. But I wonder if that's fake. I wonder if she's even drinking them. I wanted to start the show today by waving this Harry Potter wand and spitting fire out of it, because that is what this does, okay? But that's not what this wand in particular does anymore. Why? Because I'm pretty sure I broke it on the first day that I got it.
Now you know you're retarded.
Yeah, Another girthy move. Another stupid move on my part. This is what happened, right? I paid like straight up $70 for this wand because the commercial was so fire, no pun intended. Shows people has the Harry Potter music, and it's spitting fireballs, woof, woof. I'm like, yeah, I want that. I was really getting this so I could shoot Mo and shoot past her with it when they're not looking. Just boom, right in the neck. You know, osteoporosis, boom, right in the neck. Chlamydia, boom, right in the freaking face. But I guess, you know, that's not gonna happen, and maybe for the better because I broke it because I got it eventually after like a couple of weeks. It came to my crib, right? I'm so excited, and I do what I normally do when I get something like this. I'd read none of the directions, and I just start playing with it, and that's what I did. You get paper, you get a bunch of this paper, and you stick it in the wand, which I guess the wand will heat it up, and then you press the button and you spit fireballs out, right? Like, boom. So that's what I did. I grabbed the piece of paper, I stuck it in there, and I tried to shoot, and then nothing. And I'm like, okay. Now let me read the directions. So I do. And I see that I was not supposed to put the paper in the wand until the paper was dry because the paper came wet. I thought the paper was wet because that's like how it got heated up. Is that even a word? Heated up? Because I thought that's how it got hot, and then that's how it spit the fire out. But apparently not. So that was my first mistake, right? So then I noticed the wand has to be charged. So then I charge it. Charge it up overnight. I wake up in the morning, put one of the pieces of paper in there, and woof, boom! Fireball comes out. I'm excited. I go on about my day. I go do my thing. I come back, and I try to blow another fireball. Nothing's working. So I stick another piece of paper in there, whatever. I stuck another one in there, and they're like, okay, maybe I need to charge it again. So I charged it. Then I take it off again. No fire from the piece of paper that's already in there. Okay. So then I stick another piece of paper in there. Probably not a good idea. Nothing's working for hours. I'm talking on the phone. All of a sudden, I grab it up because I grab it to talk about how it's not working. And I'm like, yeah, this thing ain't working. I'm showing it. And next thing I know, woof, a fireball comes out. I know. I'm like, whoa, it wasn't working for hours. And all of a sudden, a fireball just came out. So I'm like, wait, now let me do it again. So then I put a freaking piece of paper in there, right? Nothing happens. And then I put another piece of paper in there, which I wasn't supposed to. I'm not supposed to. Now it's backed up. Now there's like 5 pieces of paper in here. This thing is totally backed up. I charged it twice. It's not working. No fireballs are coming out of this. I got 3 fireballs, 1 accidental out of it maybe, and that's it. It's done.
Now you know you're retarded.
$70 down the freaking drain. I mean, I can't believe it, but I can believe it because that is exactly what I do. So all the fun is ruined. You're done. And I'm done playing Hogwarts Legacy, by the way. I'm pretty much done. I got bored of it. Not that it's a bad game. It's just not a game that I could finish. I knew that I should have just grinded it out. I should have really just stayed locked in because once I got out of the mode, I went back in and then I started planting seeds. You literally had to go to botany class or whatever, spell class and plant seeds. And I had to walk around and do little things. And that's the kind of stuff I don't like to do. You know me. I just want to be like, bam. I just want to be boom, boom, boom. I just want to be shooting fire at people, right? So there's a couple parts where you don't do that. You got to go to Hogwarts and really learn things. And I didn't want to do that. So I stopped playing the game. But the game's a good game. So if you haven't gotten it yet, go play it. Hogwarts Legacy is dope. It's just not for me. I know somebody who beat it. He said it was awesome. So there you go. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. Podcast on Tuesday and Saturday. Extra video on Friday. There you have it. Peace and love. See you next time.